that was just very lightly peppered. It was a good amount, and I liked it. It added a lot.
Nitpick, go.
I'll nitpick. Sometimes when you decide to lead a circular anything, you have a hard time controlling the exit of that, whether it's rhythm-based exit or footwork-based exit. It's kind of disconnected between your upper half and bottom half a little bit. The other thing that was a little bit off-putting, but on the same token it wasn't, I had a hard time deciding whether I liked it or not, was your open arm on a swing out.
Yeah.
Your open arm is like this, like all the time, regardless of what your legs are doing, which a lot of people do and it works. But I think that to grab more fluidity, if you let that arm flow a little bit more naturally than picking a place for it to stay. I mean, this place for it to stay is better than this place for it to stay, but it's still a place for it to stay, if that makes sense. So if it's kind of like, let it flow a little bit better. I echo Kelly though, the rhythmic choices, the stuff that I really liked was that you chose to hit the music musically, but it was flow through to the next. It wasn't like, this is a hit, next, right? It was like, this is a break thingy that's going here, right? That was cool.
As a for Bobbie, to nitpick, I liked your footwork though, that was looking good, and your feet were under you, which is nice. I think sometimes maybe probably you more momentum than you were ready for, or 15 turns in a row that maybe you weren't ready for. But what I'd like to fix is your left hand coming in and swing out. You have this really graceful, pretty thing that does this, like it like comes in and does this thing, but it does it every time. So it's really pretty, but don't do it every time. And also, it tends to be kind of like through here. It tends to be like in control, and then it just kind of dies. Like it goes out and it dies, and then sometimes it doesn't even die. Like sometimes it doesn't even make it before it goes. Just like, and then it kind of So having like more integrity through your fingers, or through the wrist and the hand, palm of the hand, and everything to get it out. Like to do something with that to make it look like you're really doing this. So fix that.
So let's see in Beauty and the Beast where he dies, then she's like, I love you, and he comes back to life. And then light shoot out of his fingers and toes. That's what you should think when you dance. Like crap is shooting out of your fingers and your toes. So that you can the tips of your body.
Pretend you're a French prince who was once a
grotesque beast.
Or Spider-Man.
But not Spider-Man. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I have
Or dark snipboard.
I have two things, one for each person. I'll start with Bobbie. You had this really nice, lovely smile and eyes at the end of a lot of your moves. So when you did swing out to 7, 8, you had this look like, I'm dancing. And then as soon as you release this one, you kind of did this where you're like, you're dancing. And then at the end of most of your moves, like all you hear is 6 1, you did the same thing where you're like kind of dancing. And then you would look down again. So eyes, keep a lovely smile so everyone can see you.
Thomas did.
And then for Thomas, I would take one step further with what Justin said, in that it wasn't just your swing, also where you had that funky arm thing. A lot of your moves where you did hit, you were in this middle spot with your arms somewhere in between, like straight out and like in and strong, and you were just kind of like half.
It looked like it was intentional.
Yeah, yeah. So you're tall, so you can make use of that lengthiness if you like, or maybe do the opposite.
Paul, I liked your dancing. You played a lot with levels. I would say that there's one aspect of the levels that I'd like to see you work on a little bit more, which is you can do your moves low, and then you do them high, which you have, but every once in a while you revert into the low start, tall, back, low, tall, right? So what I'd like to see more is consistency of the level throughout an entire section, rather than just piecing it here and there and that kind of thing. Because it looks a little bit like you're losing control of your body almost rather than you are in control and you're choosing to do those things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say also. I'd like to see you try and utilize your length a little bit more than you do, because you're tall, right? So as many times as you can, don't hunch. Like, don't even play with the low stuff for a while, right? So you can get the real feel of being like long and tall as opposed to being long and short, right? This has less of effect than this might, right? So play with that a little bit more. Well, by a little bit, I mean exclusively for a little while. Try to stay up tall. Try to make your frame lower than, like, pull it down and back. With your follower, Bobbie's really, really short, but the thing is like, to adjust to Bobbie, you do a lot of this, right? It's easy to adjust, right? Think about adjusting here with your shoulders and your lap instead, and trying to stay up tall and see if that feels different. But force yourself to do it. So now you have another tool in your toolbox. Thomas, you're transferring schools, right? Okay, I'll save you a spot on the team. Next.